Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Arkansas Gun Guy, where today I am super excited to share with you this awesome used gun store find. Now I must clarify, this is not my awesome used gun store find. This was sent in by one of our viewers who was very gracious and allowed me to share this with you. So this is a Sig P220 R3 Chamber 45 ACP single action only. And this is the Carry model, which we'll look at that in just a second. But before I get to the gun, I just want to talk for a moment about this giant blue thing in the screen, this giant box. The best I can tell, the age of this gun was around 2007, 2008. And look at the size boxes you had back then. Today the boxes are half the size with just 2 pieces of foam in there. When I open this guy up, you'll see that there was a lot more detail back in the day. Now, is that worth anything? No. That just means it takes up more room in your closet. You probably never look at it again. But still, I think it's nice to have the big box with your brand and your logo on there. But inside the box, move this aside, you'll see we don't have the 2 pieces of foam. We've got nice hard plastic cutouts on this side that rest against the gun on this side. So inside the box is the weapon itself, which we'll take a closer look at. A really nice owner's manual. This thing is like a Sears catalog. Thick, color pictures, nice big words that I can even read with my poor eyesight. So again, super nice owner's manual. You got a space for 2 magazines. One's in the gun and one's here. I guess you could buy a third. Even the silly lock that no one likes has its own compartment, and you have the Sig call out here. So sorry to geek out on the box, but it is a nice box that you got back in the day. I'll also note, again, this is the Carry model, which is smaller than the full-size 220. This would hold the longer grip and longer slide and barrel for a full-size 220 as well. So enough about the box. This is probably why you tuned in to look at this awesome firearm. So let me set all this aside for just a moment. And take a look at this beautiful Sig Sauer P220 chambered in 45 ACP. Again, this is the Carry version. I think it's a 3.9-inch barrel. I'm doing that from memory. The 220, in case you don't know, is kind of the gun that put Sig on the map in a big commercial way. The 210 was their original claim to fame as a very, very, very precise military weapon or sidearm. It's almost a target gun for cops and military. They wanted something more industrial, more probably affordable to produce, and so that more people could buy it. And they came up with the 220 series, which is a very interesting series. It was very almost modular to some degree in the fact that it came in multiple calibers. Again, this is 45 ACP, which is all you can get now, that and 10 millimeter. But also it's chambered in 9 millimeter for a while. And I do here, if you can find a 220 9 millimeter, grab it because they are incredibly rare. But so, it came out with multiple caliber configurations, also multiple trigger configurations. I don't know if there's a double action only, but there's definitely a double action, single action, which had the signature Sig D cocker on the side. Or this version, which is a single action only, which came with an ambi safety. Being a lefty, I appreciate the ambi piece of that. But that allows you to carry this weapon cocked and locked. Just like a 1911, only a whole lot easier to clean and maintain probably. Let me do a quick safety check before I get in trouble. So again, these did come with 2 8-round mags of beautiful 45 ACP. And there's nothing in the weapon itself. So I can't tell you how good this gun feels in my hand. It's just a great size. My favorite gun of all time is a 226, which is the grandbaby of this gun, I guess. And I want a 229, which I think is very much in this same vein, same size as this Carry. So I can see one of those in my future. But again, you have your takedown lever here. You've got your slide stop there, which just pops back that way. And your mag release here, not ambi. It's your mag release there. And then I mentioned the ambidextrous safety. White dot means you're safe. And you're ready to go after that. Again, single action only. In single action, nothing happens. Cock the hammer, rack the slide. Carry it like a 1911 cocked and locked. Or deactivate the safety. And you have about a 4.5 pound trigger pull, I believe is what they measured this at. So a really nice, soft trigger pull. Let's take another look at that. I'll do the reset. So again, trigger pulls there, a little take up, hit a wall, and snap. Now the reset is really nice. There you go. Do that one more time. Really nice reset. I need to find me more Sig single action only triggers because they're incredibly nice. This thing has really aggressively textured G10 grips, so lots and lots, I guess like some grease, lots and lots of grip so it doesn't slide in your hand. And you've got the Sig traditional 3-dot night sights. Now, I will note that this gun does come with a pick rail, which the original 220s didn't, of course. It wasn't a thing back then. But again, this version was made 2007, 2008. So does come with the accessory rail on there. We'll also note this one said the frame is made in Germany. This is a transition time when they stopped making guns totally in Germany and made some in the United States or assembled in the United States. So best I can tell, again, I don't see proof marks on the barrel that the frame was made in Germany, but the rest of the gun was assembled in the United States, either at the Virginia facility or probably, I guess, New Hampshire at this point in time. So again, a beautiful, beautiful gun that is, again, you can't buy these now. On Sig's website, they only have full-size 220s, mostly Legions, chambered in 45 steel, 45 ACP, or now 10 millimeter also. H&K, if you're listening, you need a USP and 10 millimeter. But so again, 220, fantastic gun, designed in the mid 70s, and then is still on the market today, just with the updates to the triggers and the pick rails and sights probably. So let's take a look at the guts if you want to. Again, this guy is so much easier to take down than its predecessor, the 210. All you have to do, just like with any Sig today, this is very signature, is rotate this, pull the slide back, rotate down the takedown lever. So let me lock the slide back. You see you've got the groove here. Pull this takedown lever down, release the slide, and off it comes. No need to pull the trigger. And here's the guts of this beauty. So this gun has been fired a lot, according to my friend. Of course, you get the full rail system like you do on any Sig 220 series. Great for accuracy. And inside here, let's look at this recoil system. Massive spring. Let me get a good close look at that spring. And it looks like the rod is captured, actually. I thought that would pop off of there, and I don't want to pull too hard as it's not my gun, but it looks like it's almost captured. But this spring is definitely no joke. Serious, serious weight to handle that 45 ACP. And then the barrel, again, doing this from memory, but this is a 3.9 inch barrel. Actually, it does have German marking on there too for the barrel. So in 45 auto. So again, I can't confirm where this was made. Based off my research, I believe it was probably made in Germany for the barrel and the slide, or the frame, and most likely assembled in the United States. So weird transition period from the time they moved everything, production from Germany to the US. So a nice looking barrel. See inside there. So super excited to share this gun with you guys. I'm going to do a comparison video, I believe, of this 220 compact compared to its the next evolution of it, the 225, which is a smaller version of the 220, and essentially a clone of this gun. So I've got one of those in 9 millimeter. It's actually a P6 German police gun. But my next video, I'll compare that one to the 220 side by side, so you can see the differences and how the 220 has evolved eventually into the 226 and 229, two of the best guns on the planet. So massive fan of Sig and the 220 series, and I'm super excited to share this gun with you guys. Thanks again to my viewer who let me borrow this, and also thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. It helped me so much with the algorithms as I try to grow my little channel to something bigger. So again, thanks so much.